Madden NFL 22, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jags and the Buccaneers, and it comes your way next.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And there's the big shift with fittingly everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
You don't see that at time, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 73 yards. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
They go play action with Lawrence. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. A solid stiff hold. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On second down, it's Jones. He's to the 10, and all the way down to the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they're able to come through with a slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Buccaneers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out and start the drive at the 25. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's second and 10. Lawrence will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's got room. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for the Buccaneer TD.
What we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited to have a bust-on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more confident? The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, you had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game. Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. That's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On play action, Lawrence. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Ronald Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Jaguars getting set to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Play action, it's Lawrence. And Sharp calls it in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a give to Etienne. Room here to run. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense, and Ronald Jones leading them out. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. They'll drop to throw. Man open, here is Jones. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a slip, he was going to take advantage.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Henry Ruggs. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rear view.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Right now. Let's go,
well,
baby.
dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Lambo on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On the counter, here's Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position, one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Ryan Tannehill, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the 44, Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Lawrence rolling to his right. And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. With all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. And to throw again is Lawrence. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Henry Ruggs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied here in the second quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Come on now, let's go.
Their own 27.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. Evans has got the first down and then some. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Sam Bowman on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this one. get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And they've reached halftime with the score 17-10. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. From there, we head to the Big East. Check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And they've got the lead over the visiting Colts as that one's gone to halftime. Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in that first half. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Titans in that ball game. Big Derrick Henry with a couple of touchdown runs. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. But we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark, 66 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go!
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now back to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Howard. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
All right.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14.
Buccaneers 35. Josh Lambeau, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got a boot down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Back to throw now on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Pass rusher extraordinaire, deformed that time, getting the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. On second down now, it's Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down. He'll look to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They go play action with Lawrence. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, what is that?
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
That one complete. He finds Shark. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Not ahead of you, baby. I see you. I see you over there. You scared.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Another tote for Etienne. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. Right there, Shenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Jags are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week 1. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From a couple yards, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Jags grab it, and he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
It's over, let's dominate!
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. On the delay, Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Here's 2nd and 8. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
72 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Etienne. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete and out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And Thomas has it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Yeah, let's get sacked. Hey, Orbit! 45.
Here's Lawrence. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And, partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Lambo to add on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. Back to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that